What's up, guys? Last time on the other worlds, we entered a labyrinth, the maze of this place, the cargo yard with Tartarus, super prison, maximum. I was going to say maximum velocity, but it's actually maximum security. And we're gonna try also a new gun, which is this baby. So let's try it out. Oh, gonna transition, alright. So it's another level. I should have crouch to be more invisible. My sneak skill is good, but there's a few guys there. There's one guy there. Ooh. With a, oh, I thought it was a rotating platform that I would actually have. Well, I went on it. So for now, I'm pretty good.
Imagine being locked up in a place like this. Wait, all that stone and steel. Oh, it's making me sick.
Don't get sick, my girl. Big aperture rockets, yes. Pod 1, Pod 2. In William T. Well, there we go. Pod 1. Oh, I thought it was something great. Spade. Spacer's choice. It's just not a suit in a deck of cards anymore. Access architectural records. Hibernation Center. Oh, they are hibernated? Not for your favorite warden. Please do not leave perishable in here. Yeah, okay. Storage terminal, so it's only... okay, let's get out. It's only like inventory, if you will. Maybe I should kill him. Felix, are you okay?
We're just getting started.
Party on. Let's continue. What's that? There we go. Bullets, bullets. I like those retro rockets. Vending machines again. Today's password, Borst. Okay. Yeah, deliver pacification gas. Oh, that's interesting. Continue. Well, what's the password? Hey, Melody.
I'm working as fast as I can, all right? If y'all would quit bothering me, I'd get this done sooner.
Who are you?
Is that a joke? Y'all call me out to fix the FPS and now you're asking me who I am?
Don't jump down to my throat, I just got here.
Whatever. I need to fix this before I get in trouble, so stop bothering me.
I don't know what the FPS is.
Forced pacification system. If the prisoners riot, we gas them. It went a little haywire after the last deployment, so here I am. Anyway, I need to finish this, so get out of here, will you? What?
What's the password? Hey, this terminal is asking me for a passcode. Do you know it?
Of course. Why?
To activate it. I need to use it, and I'm going to stand here and annoy you until you give it to me.
Oh, for law's sake. Fine. Just don't go shooting up the place with gas, all right? The password is Tartarus. One word. All lowercase. Have at it.
Cool. Thanks. Is this door closed? Is this door closed? Let's use it then. Nice. Quite easy pacificating. He seems to be perfectly in shape. Oh. That didn't work. Oh, is he pacified? So he won't attack? Where's the other door? Oh, there's the door. What's that? Have done something? They blocked the roads? Oh, is this where we can go on the turning thing? No. So, have you been pacificated? Not sure. How can we tell? Docking facilities. Milk. Been there. Oh, wait, what? I'm back here. Oh, I need to take that lift. Did I went there? Gee, this is complicated. Yeah, I'm going that way.
Let's go, troops. Stellar base counting on us.
Alright, let's do this. So, what next? There you go. One more. Oh. Surgeon, I don't want you guys to die, so get safe.
That's the last of them.
This is where I need to go? Really? Can't go there. That's fine. This is really a maze. Alcohol on the job. So let's say I go here. Let's say I go here. Okay. So I could go. That's gonna fall. Oh no. I broke a leg again. Pit exit.
Go Felix! Can we do that again?
Trash. It's just trash. Everywhere. This guy has been cleaned. Somehow. So now I know why they call it a maze. Cameras. Speeches. Messages. Cameras. Security footage is not enough. Recording an announcement. They're all over exciting. You have no idea how tough it was getting a freaking green tarp. Yeah, those green things are hard. So you want me to use this again? Oh, it just disappeared in front of my eyes. Okay, I can see some bad guys there. Pit exit is in that direction.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight.
Pings!
Waste of company ammo.
Thanks guys for helping me. He's having a party down there. Alright. Sorry buddy, you did your part.
Really doing this, huh?
All right, boss. I'm ready. Let's do this.
Oh. We're not in our the skies anymore.
After all you've done, All the work you've destroyed, all the money you've cost me.
Only money?
Your misguided crusade has doomed Halcyon.
No, it was doomed before. Doomed? This guy and me are saving the colony and just rooting out corruption, one idiot at a time. What can I say? I like to cause trouble. So, let's go with one number 2.
Idiot! I'm not the one marching to my death in a maximum security prison. In any other circumstance, I'd admire your boldness. In this one, however, I have only 2 words for you. Fuck off.
Cool. Whoa, now there's no cause for hostility. Chairman Rockwell, just the man I'm here to kill. Let's go with number 1.
No call for... you. You unbelievable bitch. Sophia should be the one wasting her time with you, but you killed her. I'll have you hanged, quartered, bankrupted. Thankfully, you're in a prison already. Find the nearest cell and wait until I'm done here.
Cool.
Then I'll drag you to the executioner myself.
I'm not waiting for anything. This colony needs saving right now. Oh, of course. How long until you're done? Follow me. I've made a terrible mistake. Please don't arrest me. Of course. How long until you're done?
Is that sarcasm? Do you know what I do to people who employ the lowest, most base form of humor? I fire them. Alas, as you are woefully unemployed, I'll have to do the next best thing and have you killed. In the next room is the finest automechanical purveyor of death ever made. Try not to scratch the paint with your skull. It was fucking expensive.
Can't wait to destroy it. So, I'm sure we can talk about this, Rockwell. Let's work something out. I can't wait to get in there to kill you. This is going to be the highlight of my year. Number 3. So, are you ready, people? It was expensive. Oh, there he is. I'm coming, baby. I'm gonna shoot you with my glue gun. He doesn't seem very...
Great work.
Oh, really? I can use that? Oh, there's a shotgun right here.
Dang, that's impressive.
Can I program it? Oh, 2 hacking skills lore. Wait. Maybe I can change this. Skills, persuade, determination. I can't. Alright. So he's good though. Oh, there's more. Do you think, Felix?
That's the last of them!
Oh, really? Okay. That was fun. Well, I guess it wasn't expensive enough. Was he expensive because he had a big shield on it? I have the key. How come a robot has a key on him? So that's pretty much done. Oh, there's only 1 dot left. Jeez, I've destroyed everything. There's another path. So before I do that, I'm gonna have a look here. That's probably the exit, actually. Yeah, that's gonna be the exit. I'm getting ahead of myself. This is too exciting. So we probably will have a small gun, just like the other girl.
See what you need to save Halcyon.
Everyone all right?
Why should I? Oh, this we can open? No? Alright, how does that work? I hope I did the right thing.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You lunatic. You broke into the board's own fortress and killed the chairman just to rescue one doddering old man? You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
Are you kidding? The board never saw a chance against me. You know I wouldn't let anything happen to you, Phineas. You have any idea I'm in much trouble. So let's go with number 1.
Ah, all in a day's work for you, huh?
Exactly.
You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
Let's see it. I don't like the sound of this at all. Great, and I was just about to pop open some drink and celebrate. Yeah, 2.
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Sounds fun.
Hold on, Doc. Are you telling me the Earth went dark 3 years ago, and the board's just been covering this up?
They've been incredibly effective at concealing the truth. Right now, the only people in the colony who know are standing in this room.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Well, let's get started for work.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Somebody has to run this colony. I'm the only competent person left. You can count on me. I'll help you revive the other colonists. I'm gonna do whatever I've always done, whatever I want. Number 2.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Kind of, I think.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment she landed in Emerald Vale, her actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks.
I like that picture.
The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Sublight Salvage adapted to the changes in Halcyon, shifting their business model to suit the times. Their claims of legitimacy were scrutinized, but ultimately unquestioned. Lilia Hagen would continue to protect her family as ruthlessly as ever. Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. As for Reed Thompson, it was said that he lasted exactly 2 days outside the walls of Edgewater. Years later, a marauder was found in possession of his hat. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with 2 hands.
Yeah.
As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, She was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. As hard as she tried to drink them away, Nyoka's memories eventually overcame her. Traveling with the crew served as a constant reminder of the family she'd lost, and so she eventually returned to Monarch to get back to what she found most comfortable: the deep end of a bottle and the far end of a trail. Few have seen her since, but travelers often swear they hear her and her machine gun in the night, screaming swears and spitting bullets. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon?
Yeah, we know.
Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
And that's the end. After, well, I'm gonna have to check out the stats, but I think it's about 25-30 hours. I would have to check all the videos I made. So, that was a nice place, nice game, nice story. Maybe, I think the time it took to make it, and the time it took me to finish the game was acceptable. So, there's a thing, I actually played this game with the Microsoft Access Pass. So it actually cost me $1, which is a pretty good bargain, obviously. But that's definitely a $30-40 games. So Alex out for this one, and I'll see you in the next game video. Take care, people.